Tatsächlich hatte ich für die Mexiko-Reise gar keinen Kochkurs geplant. Aber auf meinem Weg zur Unterkunft bin ich am Puerta Rosa vorbeigestolpert und bin gleich neugierig geworden. In der Unterkunft angekommen, habe ich dann erstmal geschaut, was es damit auf sich hat. Die Kochschule bietet Vormittags- und Abendkurse an. Der Morgenkurs kostet 1200 Peso, also etwa 54 Euro, und der Abendkurs 1500 Peso, also etwa 67 Euro. Enthält aber dafür auch unter anderem alkoholische Getränke. Kurse dauern durchschnittlich 2,5 Stunden und es können 2 bis 8 Personen teilnehmen. Es ist aber auch möglich, private Kurse für 1 bis 8 Personen mit individuellem Menü zu buchen. Es gibt auch vegane Optionen. Wichtig zu wissen ist, dass man eine Anzahlung per PayPal für die Reservierung leisten muss.
Explain the menu for today. Today I want to make 3 different dishes. But in these 3 dishes, I want to make 2 different sauces. The first dish is one of the more popular dishes in the breakfast, and you can get this one in the lunch. And the name of this one is enchiladas. You tried before enchiladas? Yeah? You? Which, because when you eat enchiladas or when you prepare enchiladas, you can get in 2 different versions, with green sauce and with red sauce. You try with green or red?
Green.
Red? Red? No, never? You?
Red.
Red?
I think green.
I think green? Which color is your enchilada? Okay, when you make enchiladas, you can make 2 different versions, green or red sauce. Red sauce, you can make a lot of the different versions because you can use different peppers. When you make red sauce, normally the people use dried peppers, but the variations of the red peppers in Mexico, it's a lot. But today I want to use 2 dried peppers. One of these one is my favorite pepper when I make red sauce. And the peppers that I want to use today, the first is guajillo. Guajillo pepper, a little bit spicy, but when you use this one you can get a lot of color and a really nice flavor. But the principal pepper in my sauce today is this pepper. And the name of this one is pasilla. Pasilla is the same, a little bit spicy, but the difference in this one it's a little bit smoky and a little bit sweet. Actually, if you smell this one, maybe you can smell like raisins, dried tomato, tamarindo. The flavor for me is citric, minty, but really fresh. And in the enchiladas, I want to make the red sauce, and I want to stuff the enchiladas with chicken. When you eat the enchiladas, you can stuff the tortilla with chicken, cheese, some vegetable. But today I want to use chicken breast, and in this dish I want to show you how do you make corn tortillas. Enchiladas is corn tortillas, stuffed with chicken, covered with red sauce, and for finish this, sour cream and slices of red onion. Okay? This is the first dish. The second dish, it's one kind of the antojito. Actually today I want to make 2 different antojitos. Antojitos in Mexico, it's empanadas, quesadillas, gorditas, tlayudas, tlacoyos, albutes, panuchos, tostadas, sopes, a lot. Antojitos, all the time, the base is corn tortilla, just in different ways. Sometimes it's bigger, other times crispy, other times thicker, other times stuffed. The first option of the antojito for today, I want to make sopes. Sopes just is thicker tortilla. And I want to show how do you make sopa tortilla. And in the sopa tortilla, I want to split refried black beans. And for this, I want to show you how do you make refried black beans today. And the dish from the soup for the sopes today, it's chicharrón in salsa verde or broccoli pork in green sauce.
Bei Google hat La Puerta Rosa eine 4,9 Bewertung und der Schein trügt absolut nicht. Der Kurs war hervorragend. Das Einzige, was es für mich zu bemängeln gab, war, dass es im Vormittagskurs super heiß war. Die Küche, in der der Kurs stattfindet, ist nicht klimatisiert. Es gibt nur einen Ventilator. Das Klima war also eher à la Umluftbackofen.
use corn flour. The name of this one is maseca. Maseca is one of the more popular corn flours in Mexico. You can get maseca in two different versions. Regular maseca, the package is all white, and the letters maseca, it's in the middle in big one. This other version is special for make antojitos. Remember, antojitos is sopes, quesadillas, empanadas. The difference in between is texture in the flour. Regular maseca is more fine. This one, you see? I prefer use this one because you can get much better texture in the tortillas and in the antojitos if you use this one. Regular maseca for me is too soft, but that's perfect if you make tamales. You can make tortillas too, but I prefer use this one. And if you choose see, I don't use cups, but if you want, you can use cups.
No,
And supposedly the rule says for each cup of the corn flour is necessary to use half cup of water. But this is depend too of the weather. Holbox it's humidity, and in Holbox you need to use less water. In places more dry like Monterrey or north of the country, it's necessary to use more water. For this, I prefer to put corn flour in the bowl, and with 1 cup of the corn flour, you can make around of the 8, 12, 14 tortillas. This is depend of the size. Now corn flour, and I'm gonna put 2 salt. This is not necessary. If you don't put salt, you can make tortillas. Just the difference is plain tortillas and tortillas with flavor. I prefer with flavor. Mix it salt in the corn flour. Now let's start to read water. Now let's start to mix it with the hand. You start to mix it, and when you can feel the texture, in this moment you know that's ready. But which is the texture? The texture is really similar, and maybe you play someday with Play-Doh, plastilin. This is the texture. It's your turn. Just you watch all the time. You see in the borders, little cracks. I will push. When this is happened, it's because your tortilla that's ready. And in Mexico, you can get perfect proof in all your tortilla. The grandma says you're ready for marriage.
Im Nachgang zum Kurs erhält man auch die Rezepte der Kochschule, um die Speisen auch später nochmal nachkochen zu können. Allerdings ist an manche Zutaten vielleicht aber in Deutschland kein so leichtes Herankommen. Ich kann den Kurs aber auf jeden Fall absolut empfehlen. Gerade für mich als Alleinreisende, die ohnehin gern kocht, war es ein perfekter Vormittag. Hat dir das Video gefallen? Dann lass doch gerne einen Daumen hoch oder ein Abo da. Dich erwartet künftig noch viel weiterer Reise-, Katzen- und Food-Content.